my name's James Haskell. I was a professional rugby player up to about 4 months ago. I am now a DJ slash MMA fighter slash public speaker slash CBD oil owner. So I'm a bit like Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins. One day I'm a chimney sweep, next day I'm a single man band, and then I'm a road painter. So I've got kind of lots of bits and pieces going on really.
Hey, I'm Ben Franks. I've been a professional athlete, or professional rugby player for coming on my 16th season. I played in New Zealand with New Zealand All Blacks, and now I'm with Northampton Saints.
Well, I think interestingly enough, Ben is somebody that is kind of on the edge of or cutting edge of wanting to search out the best kind of products. Very well read, very well researched on kind of what he does. So he recommended it to me. My wife had talked about CBD oil for quite a while. I think, look, it's very difficult for us to be over-enthusiastic about CBD oil because of compliance. And so I think rightly, you can't, the world of fake news and kind of things, you don't want to oversell things. But I think for both of us, and he's got a slightly deeper story than I have, that it's been a real good accessory to my training routine, to my daily life. I've found any number of benefits in it. I think if people are eager, they can Google what CBD oil does. But for me, I think it's been a really important part, and I've had incredible benefits from it personally. And I think it's something that is a great substitute for kind of things in sport, painkillers, etc. I find it really, really useful. So that's kind of my story, and you kind of got a bit of a deeper one really in terms of your benefits you found.
Yeah, definitely. I come across it probably 3 years ago, recovering from an injury, and I got a recommendation from a friend. You should try CBD oil, and I had no idea what it was. So I just started researching it, and at the time I was keen to really give anything sort of new a go, and just right from the start I just had amazing results, which is quite unique in sport, because you're always looking for these 1%ers which are good for you, but you might not feel the benefits straight away. But with CBD oil I felt the benefits straight away, and I was sort of amazed we hadn't heard about it sooner. The thing with sport is you're always sort of getting bombarded with the latest and greatest things. This is going to make you a champion, blah, blah, blah. So anything in sport takes time to get through, especially a product like CBD oil, but people are very aware of it again just within the last 12 months, or probably even 2 years ago when I first started taking it, and I told someone, they looked at me like I was strange. Like, they're like, "You're taking that?" As into now, I wouldn't say it's common, but there's definitely a number of people exploring, and I've heard some great things, some good results.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where there's still a lot of fear around hearing cannabis. There's a lot of confusion. People associate it with hippies and getting high and everything else. They don't realise it's a completely different product. So in sporting world, the primary concern for any professional athletes is, will I pass the drugs test? Will it affect me and everything else? But interestingly enough, the appetite of people to find a substitute to help with the rigours of sport, to deal with the issues on your body and stuff that people come across, it's like wildfire. It's like Ben came in talking about it. I heard it. I was thinking, we're in a similar sort of ages in career-wise. I've aged a little bit better, but it's a good moisturising regime, and I found that my ears pricked up, and then other boys, and suddenly it's like it spreads like wildfire. But because it's isn't commonly accepted yet, especially in that world by governing bodies, etc. Well, sorry, the drug testing people say it's fine, but there's a company called Informed Sport that they're, in my mind, they're being a bit laissez-faire about their attitude towards it. They need to start looking in and testing it to give it that seal of approval. But boys are getting onto it, and that's the thing. Around the change room, I would say, 60-70% of lads are doing it. People are reaching out to me all the time now. I've launched it. They want to know. They want to deal with it. They want to test it out. And I think it's something that is going to only get bigger and bigger. And I think the more that the compliance comes in, and it stops being like the Wild West and what people can say and how they do things, and clarity around zero THC. 0.002 TH, all this kind of stuff that's a bit of confusion. I think it will only grow and build.
In sport, it's sort of an industry that things happen fast, but also some things happen quite slow. And I think when you're in terms of sort of like supplementation, they're very wary, and they will take their time. So it definitely is a win. CBD's, it was taken off the ban list, so it's a step in the right direction. And I think as their knowledge increases and the standards of the CBD oil industry get better, well, then you'll see it become more mainstream. And usually what happens in sports flows on to everyone else. So, the faster we can get that into sports, I think it'll help the whole industry as a whole.
Yeah, so our product line, the story behind our product line is an interesting one, really. Everybody at the moment, if you've got a social media profile, reaches out, will endorse my product. If we send you a product, will you mention our product, everything else? I'm like, no. A, because I only endorse stuff that I'm interested in, and B, a lot of companies are trying to do ambush marketing and everything else. There's only so much free stuff that you can have. So, Ben is kind of the pioneer behind it, really. Even though I'm probably the gobbier one of the two of us, he's someone that linked with Clifton from Ciitech. He's the one that found Provocan, the original oil that we were using. It's the best outlet, or it was best outlet until Impact's come along, and it was kind of a Premier League oil in comparison to most of the other stuff, and the reviews were fantastic. And we wanted to find a product that we could trust, that we could have. So Ben started having a chat with Clifton from Ciitech. Ciitech, a brilliant company. They again are kind of the premier in CBD oil. They are based out of Israel. A large majority of the research is done in Israel around CBD oil, around the benefits of it. They've reinvested money from the money they made from Provocan into research. So they're in a good hand. They're not quick buck companies. They're not some of these people who've covered everything in marijuana leaves who are talking about all this kind of nonsense. It's kind of a much higher level. And Ben came back after having a conversation and said, "Oh, do you want to do some discount codes, stuff we can do?" I said, no, listen, if you and I are going to do this and we found the benefits, we believe in it, we need to go and meet this guy, and we want to do our own product range. We want to create something that we believe in, that is going to be great for our audience, that we're going to actually use. And that's how Impact was born. And we've been at this for quite a while, looking at testing out the different products, trying the different oils. We've already got 2 or 3 products that haven't even hit the market yet that we're developing. We've added a balm, which was, for Impact Sport was important, and a balm with arnica even more so. Everyone knows the benefits of arnica, and everyone knows the benefits of CBD oil. And trying to unify it. I think people are lobbing CBD oil in everything at the moment, but we want to use it around dealing with Impact Sport, hence the Impact company, dealing with the benefits associated with what we do, and we created it really. And Ben's kind of, I'm sort of the front of house kind of guy, and Ben for us has been someone that is like, is constantly kind of refining the product, looking into it, does the research, knows all about that, and together we've kind of created a nice synergy with the top company in Ciitech, and we've had a slow launch because we wanted to test the market out, we wanted to have a soft launch develop. We've got some big events and stuff coming up that we're going to do, where we're going to really give people the sense of the personality of Impact. You can trust us. In a business of like lots of white noise, where do you begin? Well, our heritage and our foundation is with an established company who deliver a top product, and you can trust us to deliver the purest, the best of what we do, and there's no nonsense, there's no frills, there's no bullshit, there's no overclaims. There's exactly what it says on the tin and what it will deliver, and we're seeing that with a lot of people. And look, this show's fantastic, everything's fantastic, but stuff's going to get tightened up, what you can and can't say. And like anything in the world of fake news, people don't do any research. They see things, they believe things, they take things. We're both athletes, we trust in the business, we work with the best to deliver the best, and that's what we've got.
We sort of cut our teeth with sport because that's what we know, but sport's quite a broad thing, isn't it? Like this is not just for professional athletes, but we recommend this could help them a lot, but just anyone who's active. We know CBD oil can help everyone, but we're sort of going for the active people, and you call them like your weekend warriors, people who've got their hobby sports for the weekends, or it might be the people who just like to train a couple of times throughout the week. We're trying to cover a wide range of people.
I think, look, if people want to find out more about our products, then head over to impactsports.uk. We've got extensive range of products, as we said. We've got Impact Sports CBD on Instagram. They can follow us. Ben and I are on Instagram as well. I think, look, this is an ever-growing business. I think you should never take something for the sake of taking it. I think people need to do a bit of research, understand A, why they would want to take it, B, what benefits they're going to have, and if you want to dabble and put your toe in the water, then look no further than Impact.